T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Public service announcement. I need all my Titan fans to come on down. Grab you some popcorn, grab you a drink. Titans Colosseum in the building. Yeah, not, boy, I'm in the game. Still ballin' out, never change. I be reppin' my hometown for the whole city, really knew my name. Boss talk, I don't do favors. Yeah, we signing deals with the top players. We just started this lifestyle. We be having all kind of haters. I'm a madman, they better come get me. Wanna box me in, but I'm too shifty. If they come at me sideways, I'ma stiff on me like Derrick Henry. Now listen, we're not the same. EA Sports, boy, I'm in the game. I be reppin' my city, dog. Got a Titan logo hanging on the chain. Big money, big moves. New stadium on the way. Nashville, we hold it down. We the one team that you don't wanna play. They be trying to talk down on us. I just laugh at them and I walk away. I don't tolerate disrespect. Might shoot a fade, penny hard away. Big money, big moves. New stadium on the way. Nashville, we hold it down. We the one team that you don't wanna play. We be putting in the hard work, so we coming in with all kind of skill. I be living in the end zone. My finger roll like Tannehill. What's poppin'?
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Titans Colosseum Podcast. I am joined with my co-host, RJ. Marako is not with us here today, so we're going to hold it down for him. So, RJ, how you doing today?
Man, doing good, man. Just got this, get to talk about this schedule we got going up, man. A couple good matchups we got, man, and a lot of disrespect we got coming from the national media as always. But we're used to it now. We're Titan fans, so you know how it is. We also got one of our returning guests in the building as well.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We got a returning guest, a friend of the show. Hey, and if you didn't know, this is the man that helped us get Colton Dowell on the show and have that fire episode as well. So without further ado, y'all help us welcome Tyler King to the show.
What's going on? Thanks for having me back on, guys. Seriously.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. It was fun having you last time. We know we're going to have a fun blast today, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Always.
Most definitely, man. And I know it's gonna feel like a weird little show today, this one, because we missing Marako, man. Usually Marako, he get us turned up, man, for the show. But I mean, we still gonna be turned, so you know how it is.
I know I'm gonna miss hearing, man. Let me.
Man, it's just something that like Marako, it just feels different when he's not on the show, man. You definitely feel him not being there when he's not here. But hey, man, when he's here, man, he makes the show even more fun, man. He gets me hyped, man.
He definitely gets the flow of the show going, bro. So when he's not here, it takes us a little bit to adjust to get back. Yeah. So man, it's definitely a different vibe to feel when he's not here. He's definitely missed. Yeah. But man, the schedules did come out. Everybody got to see. We was on Ken Moore's show Wednesday. We was talking a little bit about the schedule releases, and we'll go ahead and I'll pull it up on the screen right now. So the Titans 2024 schedule is here. We got one primetime game, which is week 4, Monday Night Football with Miami Dolphins. What on the schedule stands out the most to you? What games are you looking for? What do you like? What do you dislike? We'll start with Tyler.
All right. So actually, I'm going to pull it up because I actually obviously I already have let's see, let me pull it up real quick. Yeah. So honestly, I'm really looking forward. I know this might be an unpopular opinion, but honestly, I am not a fan of the division games every year. I'm just not. every single division game, every single year stresses me out, and we know we're going to play them. But so I'm going to go the other way. So I'm really looking forward to the Packer game. Mm-hmm. And I'm really looking forward, honestly, the first 3 games I'm looking forward to, but definitely the Jets and the Packers. I mean, and that's early. I mean, you've got Bears, Jets, and then you've got the Packers right after that. So mm-hmm. I actually enjoy the non-conference games a lot more. So that's definitely what I'm looking forward to the most as far as like games that I want to like be at, you know.
Mm-hmm. Firestone, put that schedule back up real quick. Look at it real quick if you can. All right. Let me see. I'm not even gonna pick a division game, man, because I just feel like those are a little too obvious. I really want to see what we look like against Detroit. I want to see what, because Detroit they was a couple plays away from the Super Bowl. You can drop the schedule. A couple of plays away from the Super Bowl, man. I want to see how we stack up against them, man. Because I know what Detroit's gonna bring when we play them, man. And I definitely want to see how we look coming out these first like 5 games. I mean, the first 5 weeks are tough, man. Like especially against Caleb Williams, we played week 1. The Jets, you know, the week 3 we got I'm trying to think of who we got in week
Packers.
3. The Packers, yeah. I want to see how we look against Jordan Love and them. I mean, they do got Andre Dillard as left tackle. They ain't drafted left tackle. I don't think. They gonna hold them back tremendously. Yeah, and then after that, we got the Dolphins, man. I mean, what we gonna do in a rematch against them? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be ready to beat us, man. We better come to play against the Dolphins, man. We'll be a better team than what we was when we played them the first time, but man, this time they finna be on their game. You know, we stopped them from being the number 1 seed. If you didn't know that, you know that day.
Yeah, and the thing too that stood out to me as I started to look at this more and more is like, okay, yeah, that's Chicago Bears game, but then you go into that Jets game and you're like, okay, we've been focusing on offensive side, but let's focus on defense. All right, week 2, Sauce Gardner. Week 3, Alexander over there for Green Bay. Week 4, we got Jalen Ramsey over there now. Yeah, so we're going to go up against some DBs that's going to be early on. That's going to test these wide receivers, test this offense, see if it can get open, test Will Levis to see if he can make tight window throws, if he can make the right reads, how this offense is going to start rolling at first. We're facing some really good defensive backs these first 4 weeks, and that's going to be a real testimony to see what our wide receivers can do and what this offense is going to look like against a lot of the teams, because the Detroit game sticks out to me. That Green Bay game sticks out to me. Those are some games that I really want to see just because those are playoff teams that are not rebuilding, got a bunch of moving parts or a bunch of new players. They're just rebuilding, and you know these 2 teams are going to be playoff teams this year. So let's see how we stack up against playoff teams, because after all, that's what we're building this team to do. Whether if we make the playoffs this year or not, we're building this team to win playoff games and try to get to a Super Bowl. So let's see how we do not only against our division rivals, but how we actually do against real playoff teams that we could see later on, even though those 2 are NFC.
And we get to meet Byard again week 1.
Hell yeah, that week 1, man. I mean, that's gonna be a tough week 1, dog.
Well, I saw your
Chicago.
Man, you know what's funny, RJ, is you posted the other day about Caleb. I'm sorry, man. I am not sold on Homeboy like you. It sounded like you might be. I'm not. Like
I think he's gonna be good, man.
You think he's gonna be like a CJ Stroud though?
Not out the gate.
Okay, I was about to say.
That's why I said I'm glad we're playing him when we're playing him, because I mean it's gonna take anybody a minute to adjust to the NFL speed, man. Like we just playing at a different speed than college. I think that's why I said once the game slows down for him, he's gonna be really good. You know.
Yeah, because and my more questions isn't about Caleb in that situation for the Bears. It's more just the Bears. They've never, for a long time, they haven't been able to figure this shit out, and they've been fumbling shit like the Browns. So I want to believe in Caleb because, okay, he was, there at OU for a little bit, even though he left us with Lincoln Riley. Fuck y'all. It's still like there's still a point in me that's like it's Chicago, and they tend to figure out how to fuck things up, and if they're going to do it, it's going to be now. So I'm just waiting to see how these things actually turn out. Let's get to some of these chats here as well. CJ Leaders in the building. Midtown Boys is in the house. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights is here. Thank you, man. Mike Patton's in the house. Yeah.
You said the chicken head beat never get old.
Hey man, new shit coming too. RJ, man, we got that new intro coming. We gonna put the video and everything together. It's gonna be popping. Corey in the house, day one was good. Midtown Boys, Johnny in the house, Nancy's in the house as well. Vanessa, shout out Vanessa. That early bye week too, man.
I know, man.
Yeah. It's time for the NFL to go with 2 bye weeks, bro. Like, I'm tired of hearing about early and late bye weeks, man. We need 2 bye weeks.
Just have one that.
Just get 2 bye weeks.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. Like, I feel you. Yeah.
I'm glad we got Colts right after that one, but bro, we got early bye. We got all our division rivals stacked at the end. It's going to be a hell of a long haul, and there's a little bit of Titans PTSD. It's like we're injury prone sometimes, and having a bye week that early ain't usually the benefit for us. So I'm just a little.
I'll say this:
we've got a new staff there, though.
I think our style of play made us injury prone because, man, we was trying to run the ball down everybody's throat, bro. Like every game we were trying to be the most physical team. Like, you're going to get hurt doing that. You know what I'm saying? I think now we're going to have a little bit more finesse to go with our physicality, man. And I think that's going to help.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's like we were talking, we were talking a little bit before. This is going to be a Titans team that we have never seen before as far as the way it's going to look. I mean, our identity that we've had for all of these years, now with the roster and the players we have, especially on offense, it's gone, dude. Like, it's gone. Like, I'm looking at our roster right now and I'm like, I feel like Callahan, he's going to let him just sit back there and let Levis just eat, man.
Be himself.
Sling it. I really feel like that's what it's going to be, and we are not accustomed to that. We're used to seeing the other team's defense be 85 people in the box. Here's what's going to happen. But now, who knows? The jury's out, man. Nobody's going to know. Until we see it,
That's why, man, this is going to be the most exciting training camp that we ever seen. We don't know. We just want to see what it look like, We just want to see what it look like, man. I'm ready to see what Lev is going to do, man. I'm tired of seeing the Colt fans overhype Anthony Richardson because he's throwing it to nobody. Like, come on, bro. Like, we
don't even have a good sample size of him yet.
Not at all. Like, he didn't last that long, and every time they hype him up, it's like we've seen this dude in shorts throwing the ball in practice to nobody, covering a wide receiver more than we've seen this dude in a game. Like, you got to let this dude come out and play, because at this point, fuck all that talent. You got to stay on the field and be healthy. Same thing we're talking about with some of our players. Like, you was injured in college a bunch. Now you're coming here. You was injured your first year, and wasn't necessarily on a run, but you outside the pocket, get hit into the ground. So all that hype can be good, but man, is he going to be able to stay on the field, and are y'all going to have to play backup QB again next year? Because y'all's QB carousel over there in Indy has been crazy.
Yeah, he wasn't a good quarterback at Florida. He was kind of good in the beginning, but as the season progressed, man, it just seemed like teams started figuring him out. And he wasn't as effective as he was at the beginning of the season, man. I know I'm a Tennessee fan, but he played us. He looked like prime Cam Newton against us. But after that, he ain't really do nothing after that.
They weren't like world beaters when he played for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he was Tim Tebow or some,
No, because really there was a lot of questions, and it wasn't until the combine and the pro days and all that social media stuff. He threw out there and he hit the top of the beam at the practice. Yeah. It was those things that started to turn the tables for him a little bit. So I don't know. We'll see. This AFC South though is interesting because every team has a young QB and that they're trying to groom and see if maybe they're the guy that we want. I don't believe Trevor Lawrence is the guy for the Jags yet, but it's crazy to think that we have a QB going in year 2 and we have the oldest QB in the AFC South now. Will Levis is the oldest QB in the damn AFC South, bro.
He said the unsung car.
I didn't even know that until you said that.
He's 25 and he's the oldest.
Yeah, he's the oldest quarterback in the division, which is crazy, right? He's the oldest quarterback. But they said that the unsold card is the running game would be used, how the running game would be used with Pollard and Spears in the pass game. I just don't get like everybody's down our running game. Like, we're the Tennessee Titans, bro. Like, what? Are you really doubting us running the ball? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'll be talking to people. They were like, well, you guys downgraded at running back. I'm like, it don't matter what running back we were going to downgrade regardless. It's like,
but for all these years, they told us running the ball don't win you a Super Bowl. Now we go to what the league has with the split back, and they're like, but you downgrade. But no, this is what y'all said we had to do to go win a Super Bowl. Now we did it. Y'all criticize us.
Yeah,
like,
everything is crazy to me, man. There's like, I just don't get it. Like, it's like, why are we really doubting this franchise when it comes to running backs, bro? After all the running backs we've had over the years, bro, even just started from Eddie George to Derrick Henry. Are you really going to doubt us when it comes to running backs? Like, we know what a good running back is. Huh?
Chris Johnson, like, I mean, like, if the list goes on.
Even out of the main three, bro, we've had good running backs. We've had DeMarco Murray, Chris Henry. We done had, even Antonio Andrews was pretty good with us. Like, you know what I'm saying? We've always just had good running backs. Like,
and the thing that gets me too is like, they're like, how are y'all going to handle with a split back running set? Like, they forgot Derrick Henry went out that one year. We went to a split back system with Hillard and them two was rushing all over the place, doing good. We can still run a system like that and do just fine. If anything that gave me confidence once Derrick Henry left was I kept going back to that season. It's like when he got hurt, we was able to do running back by committee, and it didn't seem to hurt us at all. So these guys can absolutely do what we need them to do behind a better O-line with better wide receivers that make us less predictable. And you got to actually know football now and pay attention to football.
This is literally the best wide receiver core we've ever had in this franchise.
I mean,
easily.
And and like I was talking about with the stacking the box earlier, I mean, if you really think about it, like, and that's why, like, like I've seen all these bullshit like power rankings and they piss me off. I don't understand how you look at our roster and you don't think that we're going to be better than the 28th team in the league. Like, it's very odd to me because with our two backs that we have, first of all, you're going to have to key in on at least one of them. And then our receivers, I mean, like you said, it's our best that we've had in a while, right? Okay. You can't stack the box against the Titans anymore this year. There's no more of that. You can go right ahead, but then we've got two speedy backs. And what people forget, Tajay Spears, there was games last year. He looked better than Henry. And yes, go ahead. I know I'll probably get hate for saying that, but he did. There were certain games where he had bigger gains than Henry did. So, I mean, pick your poison with us. But I was thinking about it. I was like, you remember when the Dolphins kind of made their like turn to you remember when the Dolphins like sucked and then they kind of like made their turn to where they're like a contender. Mm-hmm. I kind of feel like this year for us, we're going to kind of be in that tier of like, I know we have a lot of good players. I don't think we're going to be world beaters right off, but I do think that but you know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm saying though. I think we're going to be going towards that. We got all these wide receivers. Just like I'm looking at the Dolphins and then I look at our roster and I'm like, it's actually kind of similar in a way, I
don't know if it's faster.
Well, they're definitely but
we have more. I'll say that we do have more explosiveness at the running back position. Now, not saying Henry's not explosive. It's just that like he's not. Henry is not quick. You know what I'm saying? He's not a quick back. Like he's fast, most definitely. He got top speed, but like it take him a while to generate the top speed in the beginning. We're not gonna have that. Like Tajay Spears can dive people as soon as he get the ball. You know what I'm saying? And Tony Pollard can too. But Willie Reed says comment. He said, so y'all shit on Vrabel for what he was good at. What he was good at, but praise Callahan when he's historically not had a great running game. Didn't he just have Joe Mixon out here running?
Wait, what?
This got to be a Texan fan, bro.
I'm so confused.
This got to be a Texan fan, bro.
Do you not remember that, like, Joe Mixon was like one top 10 running backs almost every single year for the Bengals?
I'm trying to get him in fantasy like all the time.
Yeah, remember, even whenever the Mixon get hurt, they just put P. Ryan out there and he doing the same thing Mixon doing. Like, what are we talking about?
No, because the explosive plays, when Henry's out there, we're going to run. And a lot of people realize that, hey, if you hit him before he gets to that line of scrimmage, more often than not, he's not getting positive yards like he does. Yeah, that's when you start knocking him back to 2 yards, 3 yards of carry type stuff that we really don't need from him. And I love Derrick Henry to death. I didn't want to see him go, but this is the situation we're in now that we have to deal with and look forward to. And yes, Pollard and Spears does make more explosive type plays. They cut, they make people move. They're a little bit more quicker and shiftier. They're more that elusive backs where Henry is that power back that's going to run you over. But it's just a new era. It doesn't mean it can't succeed. We've seen several teams use this same system, and it definitely succeeds.
Well, and to piggyback off that, it's crazy. It's like, how many plays did we see last year? Like, literally, like, they would hand Spears the ball, and I was like, oh, shit. I don't know how he got, like, through some of this. Like, you think he's, like, dead to rights, and next thing you know, he's going for 12 yards. Like, I don't know. He just he
had 2 plays that I remember, man, that I just knew that it was the changing of the guard, man, and it was that. And I just knew that he was just doing stuff that Derrick Henry just can't do. Like that play he had against the Bengals, man, where they tossed him the ball, he dropped the ball, and like I was like, oh God, here comes a 5-yard loss. He picks it up and takes it 20 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like Derrick Henry's just not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying he's not, we're no better than Derrick Henry, but I'm just saying he just does stuff that Derrick Henry just can't do. And also that play against the Jaguars when we threw that screen to him. And like he broke like 3 tackles on the sideline, just outrunning folks, man. Like Derrick Henry's just not doing that,
Yeah, no, and see, I got to pull this up too. As he said, Mixon was under 4 yards a carry last year. Was he not 1,000 yards rusher? Was Joe Mixon not 1,000 yards rusher last year? Because I'm sure he was on like 250 yard attempts or whatever.
Said, who do you like? What is your team? Please tell me your team, bro, because you're sounding very Houston Texans
because he's putting Mixon under the bus, so he can't be a Texans fan.
He either a Texan fan or a Jag fan, man. It's either one, man. He got to be a Jag because I don't know what team he likes, man, because he just asked us for Hassan Haskins. Like, why would you want that guy? Why would you want that? He's not good. Like,
hey, Firestone, he. Yes, 1,034 yards last year.
Yeah, so,
I just looked it up. I had to.
Yeah.
So how you gonna tell me you said historically bad at running? I don't think 1,000 yards rusher is considered historically bad at rushing.
Yeah, as soon as you saw that, I was over here on my phone, like, all right, hold on.
Oh my God.
He said the rest of the NFL. Listen, bro, look at this comment, bro. He said the rest of the NFL doesn't have a luxury of Henry. These unpredictable teams like the 49ers would love Henry.
They got.
But Henry gonna make you predictable though. That's the point that we've been trying to make for the past the 3 seasons, bro. Like when you have that Henry, you're gonna be
whoever this is. I'm just gonna say this: the 49ers didn't have Henry, and were they in the Super Bowl this year? I think they were, right?
They have Christian McCaffrey. What do you mean the teams that don't have the luxury of a Henry? You got a Christian McCaffrey that is better than a Henry. What are you talking about? Oh my God,
bro! You're bashing your own running back. I'm not. This is your running back, bro. He said, I'm realistic about Mixon. What?
It's your running back. Oh, I didn't see that one coming. I didn't see a Texan. I did not see him being a Texan fan.
I could just tell.
No, RJ called it. RJ called it.
This dude gotta be a Texas fan, bro. I could just tell by the way they hate, bro. Like it just their hate just feels so personal with them. Like they just can't take that we're getting better. Like we're catching them already. They thought they were gonna be up. They like, have you just noticed that our division rivals are just so upset that it doesn't take us 10 years to get out of a rebuild? Like it don't take us that long.
But I don't. They always come and they always say, to come here and argue that your running back ain't good. Who does that? to come in here. Nobody even was talking about Mixon, and you brought it up yourself to start throwing your own running back under the damn bus.
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't plan on talking about Mixon at all tonight, guys, to be honest.
Yeah. Bro, Tyler, bro, this is every week, bro. There's a Texas fan come on here and got a yap to us, bro. I'm telling you, though, they're Auburn, bro. We're Alabama and they're Auburn, bro. Like, that's the way they act, bro. The little brother syndrome, bro. You guys got this. You guys are not gonna be good. Like, they enjoy. Like, I'm telling you, bro, their biggest accomplishment, bro, this season was sweeping the terrible Titans this year, bro. I'm telling you, like, that's all they talk about. Like, we beat the Titans,
bro. And for them to talk so much shit, like, fuck the Titans. We don't need the Titans. We don't care about the Titans. They ain't mean nothing to us. Well, if it wasn't for us, y'all's asses wouldn't have gotten to the playoff last year. We could have let Jags win, and we could have got a higher draft pick, and y'all asses could have been right on Fort Couch instead of in the playoffs.
They're gonna be so they want to beat us so bad this year that they're not even gonna do nothing. They're not even worried about the ultimate goal, bro. They just want to beat the Titans. That's all they want to do. They're the bros. You know, Firestone. Remember you was telling me like how you feel about Oklahoma State, bro? Like they don't do anything. All they care about is beating Oklahoma.
Hey,
that's what they are. Like
at the end of the day, guys, let's be honest. It's because of the jerseys.
They are so upset about it, and I don't.
If I see one more post about that, I'm gonna lose my shit. Like I'm like, y'all, look, just like get over it, man. Like whatever. But those jerseys are fire.
Yeah.
Oh man, see they got new jerseys and they still talking about our jerseys. Like, bro, y'all not getting them back, bro. And
no,
but yeah, man. Enough about our little brothers, bro. We can talk about let's talk about the Titans.
All right, so back on this schedule. So I know, and I'll go ahead and bring this up. RJ, we gave our predictions of the schedule on Ken Moore Show, and if y'all like I said, if y'all missed that, go check out Ken Moore Danger Zone podcast on YouTube as well. But here's our predictions that we have for AFC South, and you can do AFC South, Tyler, if you want, or if you just want to give us what you think the predictions will be for the Titans schedule. We would love to hear that.
So I did see this graphic actually just earlier, and I will say out of all of y'all, I actually agree the most with RJ's. And I think I know I'm going back to the Texans, but I actually think the Texans might win a little bit more than I think they might win 12.
Gotcha.
I think the Titans, 9-8, 10-6 is realistic. Now I'm hoping it's more than that. Honestly, the anomaly in this entire division right now, I kind of feel good as far as how the division is going to stack up. Except, honestly, I think us, because we have like I said, we have a whole new identity, and I think it's very hard to predict. I can remember when we went through our struggle. We went through a struggle time, and then when we had Johnson and Vince Young, after that, we struggled, and then we had Vince Young and Johnson, and we were young and everything, and we went 13-3. Who knows? And I also think that it depends on is Will Levis a world beater? I think he can be. I don't know if he's going to sling that thing. He's going to throw it. And there's so many questions with the Titans. It is so hard. It is probably the hardest season, I would say, to predict for me in a while because of that.
Yeah. I'll say this about Will Levis, man. And I was saying it yesterday in the space we was hosting. You know what I'm saying? That I don't need Will Levis to be a top 10 quarterback. I don't need him to be a top 5. I don't need him to be on you know what I'm saying, a Monday night every week. I don't care about that. Leave that to the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? I just need, when Levis get in these playoffs and these big games, I need him to leave everything on the line, bro. I need him to play with that same dog and heart that we need. Because, man, if Ryan Tannehill wasn't no damn top 10 quarterback, but if he would have played his life depended on it, bro, we would have been in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We would have been in there.
this wide receiver core and Ryan Tannehill, we could have definitely possibly won a Super Bowl. You used to tell me all the time, we can't win one with Tannehill. We could have with this wide receiver.
We could have won a Super Bowl at 21. Like we could have won if all he had to do was just be normal, bro. I'm sorry to bring up PTSD because I know that game it just hurts everybody. But I just needed him to be normal, bro. Be the same Tannehill we seen do his whole career here, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm excited about this year just because of I think so many teams and so many people we're and I've said this multiple times. We're like the Texans was last year. So many people counted us out. They're worse. They're bad. It's going to take a while. They're in rebuild. It's going to be multiple years. Rand and Brian Callahan went out there and did some work. They went and got some players. They got them for a good price. I know everybody clowns about the Tyler Boyd signing. Old wide receivers. All our wide receivers, our top 3 wide receivers, all average over 10 yards per catch. That's averages I want. Since Tyler Boyd has been in the league, he has been the number 1 slot receiver. So you tell me we got the number 1 slot receiver in the NFL? Forget about the age. And we got this dude for $4.5 million for 1 year for a prove-it contract. I'll take that. Bro, they made good deals. They didn't really overpay for anybody. You can say that Calvin Ridley is overpaid, but is it really? You pay for that for top wide receivers in free agency. That's just going price.
Matched the money, so they can't even say that we overpaid. They matched it, you know.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. So are you really overpaying, or are you actually paying market price for that player at a free agency level? We always talk about what contracts were if you're re-signing him and you drafted him, but that's not where we're in. We're in the free agency market. That's a different type of contract negotiation. So I'm excited because going into this year, there's no excuses for Will. Last year, there was a bunch. It was hard to evaluate them. You know, D-Hop's out there, wide receivers moving around. Game plan really ain't set into him. Offensive line is bad. You're constantly getting pressure. You don't really have the starting job. You don't know if coach really has faith in you. This system don't feel like you could run this system. You just have to survive in this system. So there was a lot of question marks last year. This year, there's none of that. You got to go out there and perform. You got to go out there, show up. You got to go out there, take care of the ball, know when to run, know when to slide, know when to throw it in those tight holes. Don't have that Brett Favre mentality where like my arm's strong enough, I can fit it in there. No, be smart, know your touches and know those situations. Cause that's the thing Josh Allen has is my arm's strong enough, I can fit it in there. Well, sometimes you can, but then you're throwing it in there so hard, your wide receiver can't catch it. Then it turns into a tip interception. So you just got to know those touch situations. And that's what I'm hoping to see from Will Levis this year.
You said the Brett Favre thing, and that's kind of what I was saying about Will is I'm hoping because, like I said, he's gonna sling it. We know he and the reason I actually love him is because he does what I've been wanting the Titans to do forever. He's gonna throw that thing deep if he can, and I love that. I am so tired of, like I said, that's why I'm so excited about this year. I am so sick of these little tic-tac plays that we do. You know, it's so I'm really looking forward to seeing. I mean, like I said, the jury is out, man. We're going to see. I have no idea. I mean, it's so hard to predict this. I think for any Titans fan right now, they're all like, yes, it's very exciting. We're like, yeah, we got all these good players. I honestly can say as far as talent goes, free agency, draft together, I think this is probably one of our, if not the best, one of our better ones in many recent years, but because it's such a change of everything, I mean, we don't really know. Like it's gonna be, we're all waiting to see. You know, it's like we're all like biting our nails. Like we'll see how it is.
I say this: I don't think defense was the problem last year. When is the last time since 2020, bro? The defense has not been a problem for the Tennessee Titans. It's been this predictable offense that we've been trying to run that wears our defense out because they don't score enough or they don't sustain drives long enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, we needed an offensive revamp, man. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we just added Snead. We got better corners now. So we can't, our cornerback, even with bad corners, our defense has still not been the problem. Like, you know, so now we got good corners, you know, and we got Devondre Sweat and Jeffrey Simmons in the middle, man. Hopefully we can get something out of Sebastian Joseph Day and Arden Key, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, we'll see what, you know, and then our linebackers, we still have a question mark on linebackers. I don't know what our linebackers are going to do this year. So
I like our pick, though. I was about to say, I saw something today where it was somebody that was like breaking down all of the draft grades for the AFC South, and he actually was the only one that the Titans picked that whoever it was like had an A on it. It was like I can't even remember like what source it was, but I mean, I looked at highlights. I think he's going to be, I think he's more mature. I think he's like mature. It seems like he's a very mature like linebacker to be a rookie. So
he was a 3-year starter at North Carolina, man. That's one thing I've been looking at, man. He was the captain for 3 years, so he knows how to run a defense, you know.
He thrives from that too, like we said before. Like, and that's why everybody's like, man, we still got big question marks at safety and linebacker and edge. And like, linebacker, not so much for me. Like, yeah, there's questions like, how are these guys going to turn out? But not question marks like, we got to go get some guys and fill it. I think we already done that with Murray and Cedric Gray, drafting Cedric Gray. Cedric Gray really can be that green dot guy. I don't know how quick he's going to get it, but I promise you he's going to get that because he thrives in running a defense. That gives him the settledness to know that he can do his job. You just see that from certain players that, all right, everything's good, everything's checked. All right, okay, now I can do what I got to do. And he's that type of player. So even though we got, J.C. Latham this year, we got Trevontae Sweat, those guys are going to make some marks and you're going to hear their name come up. But I think Cedric Gray is going to be the one guy that's on defense that keeps being brought up. You're going to hear his name a lot, and he's going to show up on tape a lot, kind of like we had with Al-Shaair last year. Nobody was sure about that, but every time there was a tackle, I'd be damned if number 2 ain't right there to go get a tackle for us. So it might take some time, but I can see Cedric Gray turning into exactly the linebacker we need for the future.
So I know we're talking about defense, but how do y'all feel about this comment? He says all on Levis this year, no playoffs, no will. Do you think no playoffs or will? I feel like we win 8 or 9 games. I think they're gonna be okay. We improve.
Yeah, I don't think.
I ain't gonna say playoff.
No.
It's not that black and white for me because if there's a situation, like, because I mean, to me, it's all about how Will Levis performs. If Will Levis is gonna be out or not, because we can go out there and be a playoff team. And Will Levis could almost have touchdown to interception ratio the damn same, and we're going to have questions. And that playoff is not the mark for it. The mark for Will, for me, coming into next year is you perform, not the record. The record will be determined on how well the team performs all together as in the totality. Because if we don't make the playoff record, you ain't turning the ball over. You're making smart decisions with your throws. You're having a good year, and we can see that development. Okay, then we just maybe some things need to have more synergy on the team that come together. But playoff or bust is not the metric for me for Will Levis. What's the metric for you?
I just want to see Levis look comfortable and show improvement as the season goes, man. Show that, because I mean, you look at Josh Allen, they gave him 3 seasons for him to figure it out, you know what I'm saying? And they believed him, and then he finally became the man, you know what I'm saying? I think we gotta, like I said, Will Levis come out here and he thinks it up, most definitely he's gone. He's gone. You know what I'm saying? He only get 1 season to not look good, bro, and he's out here. He's a 2nd round pick. But I'll say this though, like, if he comes out here and say like the first game he kind of struggles, then the second game he fixes a little bit, struggles, and as the season keeps progressing, he gets better and better and better, and we see that okay, by the time we get to the end of the season, he's playing like a good quarterback, you know what I'm saying, a good game manager. Then they're probably gonna keep him, you know what I'm saying? They're probably gonna keep him, and I just think from there, like, it's all a matter of what he is at the end of the season. If he is trash at the end of the season, he can't stay healthy, then he's more likely gone, you know.
Yeah. So they asked while he was gone, if we don't make the playoffs this year, will Levis be gone next year? So what's the metric for you for Will Levis having to be gone and keeping the job? Is it playoff or bust, or what's the metric?
No. I saw that before. Sorry, I had to run out real quick. But no, I don't. I think I was with what RJ said. I mean, like I said, I think if we go 9 and 8 or something like that, I don't think it's – I hear that on the radio too. People call in. It's like – I mean, he did show like – I have seen signs of potential greatness with him. I have. Like – I mean, I like his guts, man. I mean, he just like – now – but I don't need him to get hurt. But, I mean no, I don't think that. I think –
you got to learn when to be He-Man and when not to be He-Man. I'll tell you that.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, it's like they said, like, if it's the first quarter, let's not do a spinning like helicopter. You know what I'm saying? What game was that? Where was it the Colts game where he jumped up? Like, yes. It was like, was like the first drive. He jumps up, gets a first down, and gets like.
I think if he was already named starter, I don't think he makes that play. I think he only did that because I got to show the coach something, because he's still trying to fight for starting. He's kind of new in that situation. I think if he
was trying to prove himself.
Yeah, if he was in like a Bryce Younger
homeboy situation, that was awesome.
I think we're gonna see a different Levis this year, man. I really believe that he feels like Brian Callahan believes in him. He likes the system that we has, and he's gonna ball out, man. I look. He may not. Now it may not happen in game 1 and 2 and 3, but I just think by the end of the season, the Tennessee Titans are gonna be a team you don't want to play. I'm telling you, man, we're going to get better as the season progresses, man. We are an ascending team. You know what I'm saying? We have a good receiving core. We got a quarterback that's learning. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 running backs that are explosive. Both of them are explosive. You know what I'm saying? We got a tight end that has potential. We got Traylon Burks, who has potential. I mean, I know a lot of people, including myself, have my gripes with him. But he's a growing player. You know what I'm saying? He can get better. If he's in the right system and they're using him the way he needs to be used, he can get better,
He definitely gonna have to learn from Tyler Boyd. Like, this is if you're going to be a slot receiver in this NFL, there's nobody better for them to bring in than Tyler Boyd to show you how to play slot receiver in this Brian Callahan offense. Even if this is a 1 year and he's going to get a contract year and Tyler Boyd leaves after this year, then Traylon, you better be watching everything Tyler Boyd does. Learn his arsenal, get them little tricks out of his bag, because we need you to step up. And like we're saying, like, we don't have too long on Will Levis because he is a 2nd round pick. But I'm kind of with Titan Jones, like he said, not after 1 year. It has to be where you're throwing more interceptions than touchdowns, are almost as bad, and they have to be horrible bad interceptions for me to be out on you on 1 year. And the thing that kind of worries me is like, the ceiling can be so high for Will Levis, and I love his fight and his energy and everything that he has out there on the field. But I'm also worried, like, don't be Jameis Winston. Okay, he has that shit too.
That name, man. That's so funny you said that. I was like, yeah, that's what you're trying to say is the Winston thing. Yeah,
yeah. Look, it's not even about stats with me with Will. Like, I just want the team to believe in him, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I think they do, man.
Yeah,
I do. And it's funny, he was talking about Boyd, and about him, like, learning and everything from it. I mean, Colton, when he was on, who is the receiver he said he wanted to learn the most from? So he's got it. Yeah. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how all of that pans out.
Yeah, Tyler got a little shout out right there from your awesome neighbors.
Oh yeah. That would be Hey, Amber and Cody. Love you guys.
Oh, wow.
That's so funny. Sorry.
No, you're good. It's good. Glad. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate that. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, man. I shout out y'all as much as I can.
No.
Jabari Small. Yeah, that's another dude, man. Hey, Jabari Small, man. I really like him, man. As obviously the Volunteers fan, man. He's a solid running back, man. Everything he does, he's a pretty much complete running back, man. He's solid at pretty much everything. And, man, hopefully he makes the roster, man. I don't know if he'll be a Titan, but very long, but we'll see.
Bro, it's going to be hard trying to find a spot on this Titans roster. Before, we used to have so many places like practice squad players, people coming in on undrafted free agent deals, walk-ons. You usually had a way of kind of finding your way into a role through special teams. This team is kind of stacked now. We already had some good special teams guys, so it's going to be hard to find a place to fit in now because these guys ain't going to give up their slots easy.
Who's y'all pick on running back number 3? Because I know obviously Tajay Spears, Pollard, they'll be 1 and 2. 3, I mean, you got the guy from Holy Cross, you got Dylan Johnson, you got Hassan Haskins, you know what I'm saying, Jabari Small, who do you think who's gonna be that power? Because we don't have a real power back for real, like
not Haskins. I know that. I gotta see Priest.
Yeah, not Haskins. That honestly, that would be my answer. Is I almost can't answer that, but I'm with Firestone. I'm like, not Haskins. I mean, honestly, I don't even understand. Like, I mean, hey, gave it the good college try, my friend. Like,
he was good in college. I'll say that he was good at Michigan.
I know, but I mean,
he ain't done nothing here, bro.
And
I do like that.
Who's
the guy from Holy Cross, bro? What's his name, man? Is it from Holy Cross? He from someplace random. Like, what's that running back? Hold on. He always do good in preseason, man. I'm gonna tell you who he is in a second, bro. Cause y'all gonna know who I'm talking about.
Wait, you're not talking about the dude from Florida State, right?
Julius Chestnut. The name is.
Oh, Chestnut.
Yeah, Chestnut.
Oh, yeah. I would. Oh, yeah. I think him. Yeah, I would
like
probably
him.
say him. I do like him. Yeah, I actually. Absolutely.
He went to Sacred Heart. That's what he went to. Sacred Heart.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, I guess we'll see. Like I said, I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I mean, shit. You got Tajay Spears. You've got Tajay Spears and Pollard. I mean, at that point, it's like if they stay healthy, I mean, I don't. What are you gonna do? Like,
yeah, I don't know. The third one is gonna have to. I don't know.
Yeah, Phillips finna get cut, bro. I don't even know why we didn't get picked. He finna get cut, bro.
I think that because he's not a Rand guy. He's just not. He's not what Rand picked.
He can't
out there.
stay healthy, bro. He's too small.
Yeah, so I just see they've been cleaning house too much for them to choose a guy that's not Rand's guy to choose over a guy that is Rand's guy. You know what I'm saying? There's other special teamers out there that they know go out there and play, that can go out there and hit and handle things, and can Jaquan Jackson out there going to be returned. That was the thing for me with Phillips is like he has to be gone there. He's definitely not getting a lot with Tyler Boyd and NWI and Traylon Burks in rotation, and they just drafted their kick return guy. So Phillips, I think it has to be out the door. In my opinion.
Just be real with yourself, man. After watching Phillips film and watching Jaquan Jackson film, bro, you know you want to see what Jaquan can do, bro, and he can play special teams as well, bro. So I'm sorry, man. He might be getting cut, bro.
I mean, I'm looking at the situation. I'm like, I'm just sick of the revolving door with the Phillips thing. It's like he can't catch a punt. You know, I mean, the fucker dropped one, I think, like twice in one game. I don't even know. I know he's done it multiple times, and then it's like like you said, I don't even honestly. Like they said it was a hamstring. I don't even really know why he didn't play his first year, like other than the first game. Like it was, and nobody did. Like it was super weird. Like I don't know what that situation is or what's going on there, but I'm with you guys. I mean, with what we have right now, I mean, honestly, not just because I love the dude to death, but Colton, I'd rather see him in there than Phillip. I mean, I don't know why. He's not a Rand guy, like you said.
Yeah, that's things we talked even before, like Colton came on here or even had that opportunity. That's something we talk, and you can see go back at some of the past episodes.
Yeah.
You'll see we talked about Colton because every time when he's out there on special teams, especially on kickoff,
dude, he's a beast.
He's down there. He's racking somebody every time. He's the dude that's always right there around the returner guy. So that's a dude that's how you earn a spot. That's how you show it. He was a 7th round draft pick, and I kept seeing Colton Dowd show up. So Colton Dowd's like, man, I was like, Rand hit on all 7 picks that he had last year. Everybody that he picked came in and contributed at some point in the game last year. So that's where I'm like, I can't see Rand picking a non-Rand guy over a Rand guy. I can't see it.
Yeah, I think he's gone, man. And I'm just gonna look, man. Either he going to practice squad or somebody gonna pick him up. You know, like Phillips, man, you didn't overstayed your welcome, man. That's kind of where I'm at with him.
I mean, he's been with us for what now? What 2 years or 3?
2 or 3, I think.
3. Okay, let's be honest. To be real, once again, I'll say the word sample size. We don't really even have a good sample size of him because he can't fucking stay healthy. So it's like. To be honest, like I don't know. Like, yeah, he looked good the first game against the Jets of that one season, you know. I mean, not the Jets, the Giants. The Giants. He looked deep, but like I mean, I'm sick of the revolving door with him. So I'm with y'all. I hate to say it, but I'm done with that whole thing. Yeah,
because even after he had that one good game with Will Levis, we're like, oh, okay, well, they got his number wrong on the jersey. One said 18, and one said 81. Remember that shit? Yeah. So it's like You had that game and then you disappeared. Like all the signs was telling us that something isn't right there. They can't get your jersey number right. You play right, then you don't play for the rest of the season after that. So I don't know. There's too many variables of what I don't know with Kyle Phillips. And at least when Vrabel was here, you knew Vrabel was going to keep him around. But now it's Rand, and you're not a Rand guy. You're still kind of one of those last classmen of J-Rob's pick that kind of put this team into the overflow, turmoil, downward spin that we're in now.
Yeah.
But man, okay, so we learned tonight too that after 21 years, NFL Total Access is totally ending. No more shows. They had their farewell show tonight. They didn't tell us about this. They didn't give us no warning. They just sprung this on us an hour before the show. Hey, last show, guys. So thanks for that, by the way. So let's talk about that. How shocked was y'all, and what was some of the great memories and moments you remember from NFL Total Access on over your time of being a football fan?
I would tune in on it. I wouldn't just say I'm just a marquee fan of it, especially because they really don't talk about the Titans too much. But I do remember Adam Rank being on there, and he gave us the 3-13, and we wound up going to the AFC Championship that year. And I was roasting every time we want to play our game. I kept posting it, because I was like, man, they was super wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I watched it, but I wasn't like I said, I'm kind of with RJ. Like I'm not like an avid guy with it or whatever. But I will tell you this: the funny thing, as you guys both know, I didn't even know this until literally we got on before we went live, like 15 minutes before. You were like, yeah, NFL. And I was like, no shit. I was like, yeah, I had no idea. So
yeah, I had no idea either. Till you told me.
Yeah. I mean, like I literally found out 15 minutes before we went live at everybody. So yeah, I had no idea.
I was sitting there and I was like getting prep ready for the show, doing some stuff. So like I had NFL like Total Access in the background. So that's usually where I have around that time. NFL Total Access is on in the background for me. And some days I turn it off because it depending on their segments and stuff is where my interest lies. And they don't talk about the Titans too much, but I got to kind of get a feel of what's going around the NFL because sometimes those players might come to our team as well. So I had it on the background. I wasn't paying too much attention. I was doing work, and then I looked up, and they got Brian Urlacher on there, and then the caption at the bottom of the screen is like NFL Total Access last ever interview, and I'm like, hold on, or last guest. I'm like, what's going on? Wait, hold on. I was like, I gotta rewind back. I gotta check. I was like, what the hell is going on right now? So it was just good to see like so many times over the years to be able to turn that on especially for me out here in Oklahoma. We don't have an NFL team, so you don't really get to go turn on the news and hear about NFL teams and what's going on. NFL Total Access and ESPN at night is my way of figuring out what's going on around the league. So for 21 years, that's what I've watched. That's what me and my kids have watched to get NFL news. So it's like, man, this is all ending now. It was kind of like, man, I wish they would have gave us a little bit more heads up to know that this was coming to an end, but apparently they're going to replace it with the NFL insiders with Ian Rappaport and all them. So we'll see though, because I'm definitely excited to see more information come from Ian and them than we've been having before. Because those are the guys that talk to the players, the coaches, GMs, all those guys. So they got that information. So I'm excited to see what they go, but it was definitely like, man, it's kind of sad to see Total Access leave.
You said you're out in Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
When are you going to get your ass down here?
I'm working on it. I am waiting, man. Out there, bro. I'm so ready to get out there, Tennessee. I've been missing it. I was going to go out there for the draft. Had some issues with family and stuff, so I couldn't make it out there. But man, I'm trying to. I need to get. Man, I've been missing that Broadway a little bit as well too. So even though that I ain't looking forward to the stairs climbing and all that, but I'm definitely.
I remember that conversation. Yeah, that was good.
Definitely trying to get.
Oh, Marako. We might have to put our arm around Marako, like you said.
Like when they took me out there the first time I went out, and that's the first thing I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Bar hopping this is gonna be kind of cool." This and that. Then I realized, oh shit, this is 3 stories, and you got to do all stairs and shit. I'm like, oh,
it's a lot of walking downtown, man. Yeah, go get you a workout in.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh,
do y'all want to? I know this wasn't on the thing, but do y'all want to discuss like these like pre-power rankings at all?
Yeah, we can discuss.
Y'all's thoughts on how low they have us. I mean, I'm honestly like, I'm really shocked. Like And when I say like how low they have, at least like the big ones that I've seen, they've got us like third, fourth worst team in the league. I just find that really interesting, which I understand. And they've been talking about it a lot on the Zone, like on the radio and stuff. I understand that we're not like a quote unquote like market, like a big box market, you know, like we're not like Dallas. We're not like, you know, X, Y, and Z or whatever. But I mean, with our roster, I mean, regardless, like I understand none of us know what it's going to look like, but how do you have us that low? Like out of all the NFL teams, fuck the AFC South. Out of all the NFL teams, you're going to say we're like the third, like 28th best. Like that's insane to me. What's y'all's opinion on the stuff that y'all have seen?
When they was,
I've seen. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say I listened to 104.5, and the ESPN guy come on there, and he picked us at 5 wins, and I was like, yeah, I said, so we're a worser team than we was last year. That's what I thought in my head, but like really, it was just crazy because just how he was explaining it. It was like, well, he said, I'm just gonna pick you guys at 5 wins because your quarterback's just not proven, which is true. He's not proven, but it's just like. So the rest of the team, it's all quarterback. If your quarterback sucks, you can't win nothing, basically. You know what I'm saying? That's what he basically think in his head. And he go through our roster, and it's like he's going through our roster, and he's looking at players. He's like, man, you guys got a good wide receiver core, man. You guys got some good running backs. Oh, I like the D line. I like T. Sweat and Jefferson. I said, so you like the team, but 5 wins? And he's like, well, oh God, you guys are secondary. I was like, bro. So I was like, no, he didn't say nothing else bad about the roster. All he said was our quarterback was unproven, so 5 wins. And I'm like, he's like, I don't get it, man. But at the end of the day, like this Texas fan down here saying, he said games are played on the field, bro, and they are. And you gonna find out real quick about the Texans, bro. That the games are played on the field, not in the media.
Bro, I just think when it comes to them ratings or rankings now, those people have gotten to the point where social media has gotten so bad on them. I think when it comes to that bottom of the list, they're like, what fan base can I put down here and not piss off the most? And they're always like, oh, Titans, they're used to it. Fuck them. They're used to being at the bottom. They don't really say too much on social media. They'll complain, but they ain't really coming at you. You say something about Texans, Jags, Colts, some of these other teams, and bro, they go crazy on Twitter.
I've seen it on here before.
They go crazy. So it's like, I think that's why they continue to do it, because they know that our fan base is not going. We're gonna say some things about it, but we're not actually gonna get up in an uproar about it. And they're like, I can get away with putting them low, and their fan base ain't. I'm still gonna be welcome in Nashville, where you might say that about some other teams every time you come there. It's like, hey man, well, what's up with that shit you talked about us on NFL? So I don't know, man. It's crazy to disrespect. So I don't see how you can't see the improvements and we made. And you're right, there's questions still at QB, but how do you still not put us at the middle of the pack? There's QBs on that list on teams that you know who they are, that are not better than a QB that you still have questions about, and you got them above us. That there's no sense in that to me.
Did y'all see Tyreek Hill's tweet about our? So you already know what I'm going to say. Yeah,
sure did. Yep.
Yeah. Did you see it, RJ?
What did you say? See what?
Tyreek.
Oh yeah, what he said, the receivers is nasty.
Yeah. I mean, that's coming from arguably the best receiver, or if one of the best receivers in the league. So I mean, it's hard. That's why it's hard for me to look at it and say that. Like, I understand there's been teams that have stacked, and that's in basketball, that's in any sport, and not panned out, but I just don't know how we can be ranked that low. But like I said, Firestone, I think you said it good. I mean, there's a reason for that, and you're correct, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's all media shit, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, because we all know. We've said something on Twitter about somebody's fan base, and oh my God, if they don't come at you for like 2-3 weeks or a month straight, and you're like, bruh, I thought this was been done and dealt with from people. So no, I think that's just really what it is. They start putting like maybe their top 10, maybe top 15. That's where they really like. But then after that, they're like, all right, who can I piss off the least? And that's how they start doing that bottom 15.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah, man. Y'all gonna address this comment on the screen, man, talking about big old button.
Oh, bro, no. Yeah, okay, we're gonna see. All right, bro. All right.
Yeah, they talk a big game, bro. They talking. They having this all season, boy. They have been talking.
Bro, when you go out there and y'all think y'all got wide receiver core out there and y'all have to line up against our DBs and they shutting you down the way they've already proven to shut down your wide receiver core. And we got a D line. I know we still sat there questions over there with Arden Key, but man, that interior right there with Sweat and Simmons and with Harold Landry out there on the side, you're gonna have some pressure coming your way. So you're going to see there's a lot of teams that came up here, did something 1 year because you was able to catch a team off guard. Then year 2 comes and you're right back to the slumps where you were, right back to the dumpster fire that your franchise is. So don't believe me, just go ahead and go ask the Jags. So y'all got excited from going, 2 wins the season before to finally y'all having a winning season in 5 years? And y'all still can't make it past the wild card playoff game.
That's 1 year wonder, bro.
Hey, y'all better lean on Mixon this year.
No, they told me this is the same guy that was bashing.
But Mixon sucks. Mixon's not a good running back, guys.
Hey, I don't get it, bro. These Texan fans they're the funniest fan base I've ever seen, bro. Like I thought goddamn Colts fans were bad, bro. Like these boys are terrible.
I was about to say, yeah, they are pretty damn bad.
Golly.
Right. And Christine said it here too. I can't believe everyone is ranking us so low because Levis has not proven himself, but Anthony Richardson has.
Yeah.
Please make sense. The Colts are higher.
Yeah, he's ready.
I agree with that. Christine, I agree with you, and I don't understand because we have a way bigger sample size of Levis than we do Richardson, like I said earlier. So I'm with you. I don't understand that. That's insane to me.
I don't get it either, man. It just sounds like the horseshoe on the helmet and the flaming T on the other helmet. That's all I see from it, because bro, and Levis don't have just as many good games as darn AR. So what are we talking about? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Yeah, he was thrown in a much better situation than what Levis was put in.
But yeah, no, they just going out there. They going at it in the comments. So, but no, that it's right, bro. I just don't get it. After 1 year, some of these teams in the AFC South just think that they're it, and they're not.
Because they used to be an ass all the time. That's why. So when they finally get good, it's like I can finally say something to the Titans.
God, RJ kills me when he does that shit.
That's exactly that's how they sound. That's my AFC.
I love it. I love it when you do that, dude.
We can finally talk to the Titans.
Oh, it's so fucking on point, though, bro.
I've been waiting on this moment.
Oh, that's great.
They've been sitting there for the years that they suck, just writing comebacks, just waiting for their day to be there. And it's like, oh, we finally got to win.
Bro, look, because like even in the Warzone page, bro, you see that Jaguar fans aren't talking. You see Colt fans ain't really talking. But as soon as they get up,
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I'm in that Warzone page, to be real with y'all, I can't with. I mean, I've obviously seen it. I'm like, this is, I can't do it, man. I look at some stuff and I'm like, oh God.
I just know you take it seriously, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't, like, it's like, oh, if you want to talk like football, like, but this is like, your team sucks. Okay, cool. Like, you know,
it'll get better once football actually starts playing.
Yeah.
Like that's when it gets good. Like there's nothing going on, so people have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
Everybody's still using them old corny ass trash talking about team with nothing going on type stuff. Well, y'all sucked. Man, we changed, but I'm ready for football just because it is the same trash talking over and over and over again. I'm tired of hearing about last year, and I'm ready to show them it's a new era in Tennessee Titans football because they love to bring up last year, and I'm ready to throw that shit right back in their face.
In the past,
you can't do it. Well, it's like that's why I hate how they especially I will say just free agency alone. I will say this was probably one of the more active years, and I mean all of the NFL in the past couple of years. when they do like the power rankings, or I mean, when they do the strength of schedule thing, they're basing that on like the year before. So really, like that doesn't mean so. Like I think we have the 10th easiest schedule is what they said. You can't go by that. You can't, because you're going. I mean, you can't do that because there's been so many moves, and then you have the draft. Like that's not incorporating all of that. Like that's incorporating like last year's shit. That's the way the schedules are made too, you know. Yeah. So it's just very. I don't know. That's why, like it's like you said, the media stuff. Like I'm not a huge fan of it. It's like there's either like let's actually have the facts of it. It's like none of us really know, so why do we even do them? It's like the mock drafts. Like fuck it. Like I know because I know Firestone loves mock drafts.
Oh God, I can't. Those freaking mock drafts would make our fan base sound dumb, bro. Like,
God,
don't get me started on that draft because, like, bro, like I was like, bro, I said y'all keep trading back in these picks, man, and all that doing all these, looking at all these boards and stuff, bro. And the Titans board looks nothing like this, bro. Like they evaluate players way differently than we are. You know what I'm saying? And then like people's like, we could have traded back and got all these picks. Like it doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? It just does not work like that. Man.
I will say, out of all of the episodes that I've watched, the draft special y'all had was probably, I would say, one of my top like favorite episodes because I agreed with like everything you guys said. Mm-hmm. I was so sick of like the bullshit that people were so pissed about. You know, it's just But I love that episode. That was a great episode. That was really good. Yeah.
And Phil's like, I want us to go after Justin Simmons. That train's gone. That train's gone. Pending a physical, he'll be signing with the team. I forgot, what is it? Chargers? Is he going to Chargers?
Is that the Broncos guy?
I think that was a fake. That was a fake tweet. Hold on.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a fake tweet.
Okay. Because I saw a couple of places where they said he was going if he's pending physical. Okay. Hey, it's Simmons or May, bro. One of them. We got to get one of them.
Yeah, ain't nothing came up about Simmons. Everything is fake. Like they said, the Cowboys assigned the Simmons to a multi-year deal. Then I scroll down, the Chargers assigned them to a multi-year deal. Like, nah, bro, it's fake.
So, in other words, his PR marketing team is trying to get some more buzz about him to maybe get some contract talks going again. Is that what we're seeing?
Yeah, Rand's gonna bring him in. Watch what I tell you, man. He gonna get him, bro.
Hey, Simmons or May, I'll be happy, but we got to get one of them. We've already tried and shot on another safety. We missed on that one, so we got to go get one or the other. But man, y'all ready to wrap this one up?
Yeah, we can all wrap it up.
Yeah, we good.
All right, yes, sir. So before we get out of here, let's go ahead and pay some bills because I forgot to do it in the first place when we first started. This episode is brought to you by Lions Den Beard Collection. If you're trying to keep your beard in a tip-top shape or start it off on the right foot, go to lionsdenbeardcollection.com. Get their luxurious beard oils and treatment that they have. Use promo code Colosseum and get 25% off your order. As well as this episode is brought to you by SunnySmilesCoffee.com. Premium, freshly roasted coffee. Free shipping on all U.S. orders. So go check them out as well. Join the group, the Two-Tone Militia group on Facebook. Just a big Titans community there. None of them nonsense. You know, you keep follow the rules there. Don't push nothing, but none of that BS. You get to go in there, have some Two-Tone talk with some other Titans fans community. It's really a good ass group for you to be into. So go, if you're on Facebook, go to Two-Tone Militia and join that group today. As well as you can find us on all audio podcast platforms. You can catch us on all social media platforms as well. And you can find us now on Patreon. If you're trying to support the channel, we are trying to do bigger things in the future, and we can't do it without your support. So you can go to Patreon, search in Titans Colosseum Podcast, go there, and we got 3 different tiers y'all can sign up for to help support the channel for us, because we are trying to do some new things in the future, and we're going to need a little bit more support to make those things happen for us. So make sure you go to Patreon and help out with that on the show as well. RJ.
Yeah, you already know, man. If you love the intro, man, Romel's in the game, man. Download it and put it on all streams, man. Make sure you click that artist tab. Check the rest of the music. Got some stuff about to come out, man, here soon, man. So y'all gonna see, man. Y'all gonna enjoy it. I promise. You know.
Yes, and man, Tyler, man, we appreciate you coming on the show, being with us here again. You know, we definitely gonna have to get you back, but go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you, what you got going on, and all that. Go your plug time.
I got on Instagram just T King 10241. Facebook just Tyler King. I don't got that many plugs. I'm just a normal guy.
Yeah, man, you be doing good things, man. We appreciate your support and everything you do on here, and it's always fun having you come on here and talk.
Absolutely.
Talk yes, man. But yeah, man, I think that covers everything we got, man. So we appreciate y'all, and until next time, tighten the fuck up. Let's go.